welcome to Gokurao Gaming. This is my first video, so I'm going to have a little bit of stuff to get out on it. My name's Isaac Shaker. I'm the host of Gokurao Gaming. I've been playing and DMing TTRPGs for 25 years now. I'm also the host of Setting the Stage, a podcast that interviews different DMs about their campaign settings to try and give them a way to present material that is not covered in actual play sessions. I'm currently designing an RPG called Xing, which is based on the 5 elements philosophy of Chinese medicine and magic. And the Tales from Elsewhere server YouTube channel is hosting a tabletop community spotlight on death and failure mechanics that I'm doing an entry on. This is what this video is. Answering the question pretty quickly, what does death look like in Xing? Death is just death. There isn't a lot of mechanics on what happens after you die within Xing. It's just you're dead and you roll up a new character. The purpose of the system is to try and make the knife's edge between like death, falling off the cliff, and having a living character be the most exciting place to play. And I've done that by adapting the Tales from Elsewhere wound system and changing it slightly. So wounds are still the same. There's still like this pyramid structure with you have minor wounds and then serious wounds and then critical wounds. Same thing. Nothing's different there. Strain is a little different. Strain is now called effort, where it still functions as sort of like getting hit a little bit. But now it's more like hit points instead of strain, which is like one hit is strain. Effort is also used as a meta currency, so it influences attack. So you roll your attack, and then you add your effort, and you also use it on defense. You use it to make your enemies miss by 1 point, makes them miss. If you do get hit, then you take an injury. So that's why it kind of works as hit points, because if you get hit, whatever amount you're hit by, you can spend effort to negate it. So it's kind of functioning in both areas. The way to encourage that knife's edge effect is because you can let an injury through and not spend effort. That gives you more chances to do attacks, because then you use your effort to ensure hits on your offense side. And injuries are also one of the ways that you gain experience points. So if you have enough effort to attack someone and get back at them, then you can take an injury, and that can actually give you experience points such that you gain a new power that's really effective in the current situation, and then you can use that to attack someone back. So there's this encouragement with the design to take hits and put you closer to death, so that you're able to then use that to sort of, it's like your character breaking through and discovering something new when they're forced on the edge, kind of. That's the idea. So it's this motivation for your character to push past their limits and unlock new potential. So I thought of an example for this. You're fighting the evil monk of the Jiannong monastery, and he keeps hitting you with his scorpion kick attack. And your character takes 3 injuries, 3 hits, doesn't spend a lot of effort to negate those. And 3 injuries is bad. It's not death, but it's close. But with XP for gain from those 3 injuries, now your character has a new move, and we'll call it Silent Owl Strike, which is the perfect counter to the scorpion kick attack. So then you use that Silent Owl Strike, and because it's so great and you have all this effort left over, you start spending that effort and you're able to easily defeat the monk. And that's a choice. It lets you get a new effect, lets you defeat the monk, but now you're injured going into the next combat, because while your effort refreshes every combat, your injuries do not, and you're kind of stuck with them until the end of the adventure is the general idea. So is it worth it for your character to improve their martial abilities, or was that too much? Did you go too far? So the basic question is, do you risk getting closer to death for attaining the pinnacle of martial arts, or do you play it safe?